Alright guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for something content for my match review as Southampton lost at home once again, this time against Burnley, a 2-1 defeat. This is my match review, and I don't have much to say. That's positive anyway. Really poor performance, especially second half. We didn't look like we were ever going to win the game, and, you know, I'm pretty disappointed with that. Started off in the worst possible way around 90 seconds in. Burnley scored direct from a corner. Ashley Westbrook putting it in. I mean, it's poor defending anyway, but the conditions sort of helped, I guess. But in fairness to us, I thought, you know, we responded pretty well. We looked like the better side. And around the 20-minute mark, just before that, Danny Ings gets our equaliser with a really good finish from distance. You know, with that team selection, I'll run through that now because I haven't yet. The decision to put Yannick Vestergaard in for Jan Bednarek because he's a better ball-playing defender, or he's better in possession, whatever the comment was from Ralph Hasenhüttl, I completely disagree. I don't really understand it. You know, if he's had a spat with Bednarek, then, you know, you can kind of understand. But apart from that, we had a fully fit Jan Bednarek, who's proven to be our second best defender this season, and he's been put on the bench. I really do not understand, especially when Yannick Vestergaard can be an absolute casualty at the back. Kyle Walker-Peters made his debut. Pretty good debut, I think, actually, from him. Could have arguably done better in that second goal, but looked confident enough. And we also found out that Nathan Redmond has suffered a muscular injury and will be out for 1 to 2 months. That could be very, very interesting for the way our season ends. But like I said, responded well to the goal. And then for the rest of the first half even, we did well enough. Sofiane Boufal had to come off injured as well, which I'm disappointed about, and Moussa Djenepo came on and did absolutely nothing for the entirety of the time he was on the pitch. And, you know, 1-1 at half-time, you think, I mean, it's not great, but we've still got 45 minutes to sort it out. You know, we can easily go and win this game if we start the second half like we ended the first. Because, you know, Burnley, you know, rigid, robust football, defend well, but, you know, look to break on the counter, especially away from home. You know, it was a Sean Dyche masterclass once again. But the way we started that second half, or played really throughout the entirety of the second half, was just resonant of the football that we were playing sort of around September to November when we were utterly crap. I mean, sideways and backwards passing again, no forwards sort of penetration, balls into the box last minute. I mean, instead of taking a shot, another dribble, taking a touch, either losing the ball or playing it out wide to the flanks where we're never going to get a ball in to score from because we never score headers really. And yeah, really, really poor. And then we go down 2-1. Matty Vidra, in fairness to him, it's a really good finish. But, you know, 30 minutes to get an equaliser and then maybe a winner, you know, that's plenty of time, especially at home. And we just didn't look like we wanted to go for it. You know, a possession's something, but you never. It's the typical saying: we're never going to win win a football match with possession. So yeah, we just looked lackluster going forward. It was the same thing that we saw literally September, October, November time when we weren't getting results, especially at home. You know, we play like that and we will lose matches. And the funny thing is, it's a typical home performance. We don't really see that away from home, or we haven't this season, very rarely. But again, at home, we have struggled. It's not even the fact that it was one good half and one bad half. It was a bad 80, 75 minutes. You know, we really need to address that. Because I think I saw a stat today, we're 20th in the league for home form and 5th in the league for away form. There's a clear problem there. And the fact that I'm still talking about it is ridiculous. You know, we're in mid-February. I'm still talking about how worried I am with our home form. In terms of the table, we're still 13th. I think we'll say 13th for the rest of the weekend, unless there are some shock results. But it just means Burnley have put a 3-point gap between us and them. And it just makes that top half finish a little bit further away. You know, what is our ambition for this season? Because in terms of relegation sides, you know, I'm not worried about relegation. We've created that gap. We obviously have to pick up results, but I don't think we should be talking about that again, not yet anyway. If we lose to Villa, then maybe we'll have a little conversation about that next week. But, you know, we've got a decent enough gap on the relegation zone. But what is actually our ambition? Because if the ambition is to finish sort of 13th, 14th, 15th in that sort of mid-table, lower half bit of the mid-table, then tell the fans, because honestly, it's not worth us coming if it's going to be boring football again, where the players aren't really going to try. They're already on the beach because they think mentally they're safe. Or are we going to be ambitious, try and get that top half finish that I think the football we've played over the last 2 months deserves? Keep playing like that for the rest of the season, and we will finish sort of 9th or 10th. I think 8th and 7th, we shouldn't be talking about that at all, really, unless we start getting wins and sort of wins in a row, 3-4 wins in a row. Our next handful of games, winnable. And, if we get to the end of that run and we've won those 4, then obviously talk to me about top 8, top 7, whatever we want to say. But for now, I'm not even thinking maybe a top half finish. If we play like that, we won't be finishing in the top half. I really do not understand why we played so awful and why there was no ambition today. What is the ambition? I really want to know, because the players need to pull their fingers out, because that's now 3 defeats in 4. I know one of them was against Liverpool, and that first half we were excellent, but we're starting to drop. We're starting to drop after such a good start to the new year, sort of around that festive period. Yeah, back into December, beginning of January, we were excellent. Where I did not see any of that today, so need to assess that in the week coming up to Villa, because that's a must. We have to win that. If we don't win that, then I will raise my eyebrows at some of those players. Let's hope it was just an off day. But thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the game. Subscribe if you haven't yet already. Follow us on all of our socials, and we'll see you in the week ahead of Aston Villa at home. See you then, guys.